Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Today, I'm going to share with you the weekly news. The first one is on CoinDesk.com, and the title is called It's Lonely in the Metaverse, Decentraland's 80 daily active user in a 1.3 billion ecosystem. And this article is written by Cameron Thompson. Okay, yeah, the overall of this news is that the interesting thing is that everyone is investing heavily in Metaverse, right? For example, two of the largest platforms called Decentraland and the Sandbox. They are all, the value of the platform are over 1 billion validation. But you see, they all have really low daily active users, which means that the infrastructure is much, costs too much than people who actually needs. So, which means that we might spend a lot of time and effort to build something that nobody needs, right? Okay, so according to the data from DApp, the Ethereum-based virtual world Decentraland had 38 active users in the past 24 hours. So imagine there's a really good platform, but only 38 people worldwide, exploring the world. And even online game, right? Imagine if you want to play or, social. In one day, there are only 38 people, active users there. Don't you feel too lonely just to, stay there, right? And the competitor, the Sandbox, it's around 522 active users. So, which means that maybe the there's a very interesting saying from the game developer. Don't hate the player, hate the game. So, which means that platform, maybe the game or the infrastructure is not interested enough to attract the user, right? For example, if you see this article, you can tell that a lot of people they are trying to play and win. For example, the really interesting game called Exit. Axie Infinity has a around 1 billion market cap, and it's nearly 22K daily user report, right? So are those the platform that people really want to use, or those are just bubbles, right? So imagine you spend like $1 billion to build a really nice platform and only 38 people per day visit there. It might, it might seem like a bubble for us, right? And yeah, so I think according to those datas, it tells us that we might need to implement some practical usage inside Metaverse. It's not just multiple online, uh, game or gathering, because you see like all the multiple online games, they are really excited and they are really well structured, right? A lot of challenges, while all those, just infrastructure for people to gather together, it kind of lack the authenticity, or uh because a lot of people's identity couldn't be revealed, right? And the experience was not so good. You see, the Sandbox and Decentraland, they are all 2D platform. They are trying to build a 3D version of it, but not yet. So I tried Decentraland one time, and I feel dizzy, even on the 2D platform. I went in, and it seems like I can fly or do something, use my keyboard, but all the, I don't know, it just, for me, it doesn't make me want to stay there more than 10 minutes. If I don't have any purpose or there's no event, I don't want to really hang there. Yeah, for example, compare with online games, it doesn't have a compelling storytelling, and all the 3D model looks low poly, right? And some of them are not so good. And usually the avatar doesn't really look customized, and there's no purpose of hanging there, right? So I think it's very interesting to see that everyone is talking about metaverse, but not many people want to be there. And we put so much money, investment inside it, but it doesn't really seem to, flourish in real world right now, right? So yeah, so this is very interesting news. Another news is on Forbes. The title is called Disney, the Metaverse Digital Transformation and the Future of Storytelling. This article was written by Bernard Marr. Okay, so we all know that Disney has Marvel, Star Wars, and all the, children's favorite storytelling, right? And they are so good at not only storytelling, but also game merges with all the interesting characters. And I think the most important thing or advantage for Disney is Disney has parks, theme parks, the physical parks, right? So not only Disney, plus the online video, they have a tons of premium, the best storytelling, movies, games, animations, but also amazing theme park already out there. And they have, all the great, amazing assets there. So how can they transform themselves into the metaverse? Okay, so metaverse, what's metaverse? Metaverse, according to what I am understanding, it's pretty much blockchain-based, open source, right? And internet-based, right? Web3 plus blockchain it will become the next generation of internet where people can immerse themselves and go online. Right now, when we see online, it's based on 2D, but in the future, just think that it's internet, but with Z space. That's the future of internet. That's the future metaverse, right? So yeah, so how can Walt Disney find its way to enter this area? I think in this article, it talks about pretty much they want to merge, right? Merge the real world theme park and the NFT world, right? So they see NFT is non-fungible tokens. They see NFT is something that is not only used in the, virtual world, right? Metaverse, but also it can do something, affect, or have some special access to the real world. So Disney is trying to, make a combination of it, right? So for example, if you see the interesting thing about Disney right now, they are trying to create the ride, right? For example, if you go to the if you go to theme park, and they will provide a ride, right? And you can wear you can wear glasses, and you can, go to the ride and enjoy all the extra additional animation or extra additional content living on the real world, right? Theme park. And there's another interesting thing called SLAM, simultaneous location and mapping. So which means that without AR glass, people or the user can see the AR effect on top of the actual thing. So you don't even need an AR glass, which is amazing, right? And right now, Disney is doing something called a gold. Let me see, what's the name of it? It's let me see. Yeah, the name of it, oh, it's called Golden Moments. Okay, so Disney will release a series of NFT called Golden Moments, Disney NFT collections. So, which means that if you buy those Golden Moments NFT, you can unlock, and those are really limited digital collection with smart contract, right? So think about that. Because of smart contract, once the player or the owner of the NFT, that little, NFT digital assets, if there's any transaction of ownership and any transaction, Disney can get 6% of any transaction. So Disney can earn money through all those NFT transaction, right? Limited digital assets. And people who own those can unlock some, premium access in real world in the theme park. So I think those are kind of like a really good usage of the metaverse, because metaverse shouldn't be block the real world and just purely online socially. But I would say it's the mix between the 2D experience, 3D experience, real world experience. It's a merge of all the medias, and it has the Z space inside the current internet. And it's the enhancement and not replacement. So that's something that I'm really excited to see how we can imagine the next layer on top of our current real world, right? Cool. So this is my thought about the strength of Disney. The next news is still on Forbes. The title is called NVIDIA Omniverse, the useful metaverse. Okay, so NVIDIA, which is a very interesting company that start with, more like chips, the computer chips, right? So they definitely got a spot of the, the next generation of computing system, right? Spatial computing system. So what the NVIDIA's strategy is very different from all the other big tech, right? Trying to create a place that people, can do commercial stuff, more like a B2C stuff, or C2C, B2C. They are more focused on B2B. So what they think is very similar to Disney. They are combining the virtual world and the real world, but using in a really practical way. So for example, in this article, it talks about BMW. What's special about it is that BMW, they use virtual world simulation to simulate the entire process of producing cars. How to produce cars in a most efficient way, and they use computer to visualize and simulate the entire process. Since it's 3D, right, and it's mimic the real world data and scenarios using AI to calculate. So it feels like, you can simulate a lot of different situations, right, in for real world. Sometimes it takes few years to see the result. But if you use computer simulation, you can put all the data in and that computer run itself. If things takes 3 years to know the result, computer probably can do it within a few hours, right? So they are using this virtual simulation to optimize the real world production. So that's the way they think about the metaverse. It's the enhancement performance for the industry, right? It reminds me of, Black Mirror. One of the episode, it talks about, online dating, right? Sometimes when you date people, it takes a few months, few years for you to kind of know whether it works or not, right? But I watched one of the, I think Black Mirror or some other movie series or TV shows. There's a concept which you put all your digital data or who you are, personality, in this computer simulation. And the computer simulation will match you, and within probably 1 minute, to kind of trying to simulate all the different scenarios in a few years, that whether you match with this person, and put in a simulation and fast forward and trying to see whether you are matched with this person or not. Yeah, I think this is very scary and kind of fascinating if we can, but it's kind of lack of authentic. I don't know what's that code, but sometimes you make some mistakes and you learn from it, right? If everything kind of match so perfect, it kind of feel a little fake. And if everything becomes so perfect, it doesn't feel real, right? I don't know, but if the computer simulation is helping us to improve our performance, that would be great. But if everything looks too perfect, like in the future we can design babies, like DNA engineering, right? Everyone will look so good, so smart, and so healthy, and so perfect, right? So is that the world that we really want to live? And it feels really, I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting that if things is too perfect, we complain, and if things is too perfect, we complain as well. So yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, maybe this will work, right? Everything will be perfectly simulated and we'll pick the best result. Everything will become better and better. It's like utopia, right? Everyone will live a really good life, and finding, forming a perfect family and having perfect baby, and have a perfect safe areas to hang out online or something. Yeah, it feels very sci-fi movie to me. And there might be some potential danger because we rely heavily on computer, on AI. Sometimes I would feel like computer are controlling me instead of I'm controlling computer, because all the medias, all the information online pretty much control all my thoughts towards a certain company or a certain things. So sometimes I don't know whether I'm the product of the computer or a computer is the product, or listen to me. I don't know which one is listen to each other, but as far as I know, if we are heavily rely on all the computing powers or AI, if things goes right, it's great. But if things goes wrong, it can be really wrong, because we are depend on the smoothness or on the order of the big system, right? Cool. Yeah. Thank you so much. And yeah, hopefully see you next time. Bye bye.